Oh, she's arrived. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing, everybody? Hi. I have been told this is a big, 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 fat, scrumptious, juicy chapter. I haven't been spoiled. I haven't been hinted. I suppose a hint maybe, but I don't actually know. You know what I mean? I have not been spoiled at all. I avoided social media. The chats were very, very well behaved. So, I've heard this is a big chapter. I've heard this is huge and I cannot wait to get into this. And I cannot wait to eat this up like a, delicious five-course meal. I wait for the official releases because I absolutely hate the leaks. For the person who asked, I cannot stand them. To the person who asked, because I hate leaks. I absolutely hate leaks, and I do not want to support them. So I would prefer to support the officials, which is what I do. You got a big hint? Not me. Not me. Now, for those who don't know, before we begin this chapter, because of the person who asked, because some people don't know this, and I need you guys to know this, okay? And I know that some people don't know, so I just want to let you guys know, why I wait like this, especially on big chapters like this. It is because those leaks actually do come out before it's ever released. So the leaks, we get the chapters before Japan does with those leaks. And I know some people don't know that. They are quite literally breaking into the mangas before they're even on the shelves. And they're releasing it to us. And not even Japan has it released yet, because these chapters come out at the same time for all of us globally, right? So the official chapter comes out globally for everyone at the same time. Okay? So I'm trying to let people understand that the leaks are not pirating. It's not that we're waiting for an official translation. It is quite literally, they are being broken into, before they're even on the shelves. And as you can probably guess why, I don't want to support that. I already know that I am a name in this community now. I don't mean to get a big head, but I would much, much rather show support, for these officials than support leaks, simply because, again, they ruin the industry. They're really bad for the industry. So if I can be if I can be the inspiration and push needed for you guys to not support the leaks, I would love that. I would love that. I'm not saying you don't have to read the leaks, by the way. I just would love you guys to not share them. I know it's hard, but please don't share them. And also, please read the officials as well. I know it's hard. I understand it's hard. Personally, I just don't want to support leaks at all, because I just hate them. I hate them. Anyways, that aside, I didn't get spoiled. Nothing was absolutely spoiled to me. Stayed offline, stayed off social media. Absolutely didn't get jumped by anybody. Didn't get jumped by anybody. So, before anything happens, okay, let's read it, okay? Let's read it, because for all I know, someone's going to jump in and go, this is what happens! And I'd prefer to avoid that. So, sorry, my voice is a bit, it's a bit weak today. I don't know what's going on, so if I have a few voice cracks, I apologize. I just wanted to preface with that, because I know when chapters, big chapters like this come out, people really, really, really want to read it with me. So it kills some people to wait. And I understand that, but I'm sorry. I'm afraid you're still going to have to wait with me, and I hope you can understand. But whatever. Let's get into it. chapter 1138. I'm reading it on the Shonen Jump app. And no break next week. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oda he's actually on a roll. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Sorry. I like Who's Who, so I was staring at him. Chapter 1138, the Harley. Ooh, interesting. Urga Child Yamato's blah blah blah. It was Who's Who all along. Who would have guessed? Oh my god, who would have guessed? I did. I guessed. We all guessed, didn't we? We all know it was Who's Who. I must say, I love his cat den, but not super excited about the ladies that seem to not want to be there. But so it is the it is the remnants of Kaido's goons. But I do look. I like Who's Who. I think he's like, his cat form is really cute. Who's Who? When I saw his cat form, I thought it was adorable. But I am going to assume that Who's Who's going to have a bigger role in the future, only because Who he was the one transporting the gum fruit. We found out, and he was going to join CP9, wasn't he? But he failed because he failed to transport the gum fruit. So I'm going to assume that he's going to have a bigger role at some point, because I feel like that's important, but who knows? Who knows? Oops. Yep, and those are the women who've been going missing. Sad. Sad. Alright, anyways. Oh, hi Loki. Why did Shamrock put his cloak back on? I was excited to see his locks again. Why did he have that beautiful panel last chapter just to put that hood back on? How dare he? How dare he? Can you okay, anyways. That's fucking dumb. Anyways, I'm happy that he did that just so we know it's not Shanks. The cameras were on him and he knew it. Such a tease, I know. Anyways, huff. For as much as you look like him, you gotta be related to that redhead pirate. Okay, so he knows it's not Shanks. That's a good thing that Loki knows that, because I remember that was debated. Does Loki know if this is Shanks or not? No is the yes is the answer. He knows it's not Shanks. Okay, well, that should help, but no one believes Loki. Oh no! Oh no, I'm sensing something. This is okay. I know I haven't even read the chapter yet, but this is what I've been thinking about Loki, the trickster, right? My thing with Loki being the trickster is it is like Usopp in the sense that whatever Usopp says comes true. For Loki, it's not that it'll come true in the future, it's that the things he tells people are so outrageous they just don't believe it. You know what I mean? So they call him like a trickster. So he's gonna say, like, can you fucking imagine? Guys, it wasn't Shanks, it was a guy who looked like Shanks who beat me up. Loki, buddy. That's preposterous. I'm not believing you. Like, do you know what I mean? Who the fuck would believe that? Especially the giants on Elbaf. Delusional. It was evil Shanks. Guys, it was evil Shanks. Loki, I am not believing you. I'm not believing you. But yes, Luffy will believe him, so that's something. I'm sensing that Loki's not really a trickster. It's just that, no one fucking believes him. How could there be two Shanks? Anyway, sorry. Okay, I'll keep reading. Damn, there are a lot of people here. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? You gotta be related to the redhead pirate. Hold your tongue. That's nothing you need to know. Ooh, that really touched a nerve with him. He 1000% was asking about Shanks. To the celestial dragons, 1,000,000%. That was Shamrock asking about Shanks. What else could that have been? Oh my god, take your head out of the cloak. This is pissing me off. I was excited to see his beautiful looks again, and this has pissed me off. Sure, it ain't my business, but a great pirate and a celestial dragon stand on opposing sides of world power. Sorry. I love Loki's narration here. I love that. That is so, you are so cheesy. Damn. A great pirate and a celestial dragon stand on opposing sides of world power. The fact that you have the same face is bound to draw curiosity. That's an Oda looked in the camera moment. You know how I say there's moments where Oda looks in the camera? That's one of them. He just looked in the camera. He looked at us and said, you pay attention. You fucking pay attention. That's exactly what he did. You can always tell when he does it because it's really obvious, but he wants it to be obvious, so that just made me laugh.
Howdy do, boys.
That pirate is my estranged younger twin brother. He returned to the Holy Land once. Wait, so what's that him? What is he doing? But he seems to prefer the filth of the lower world. Now, does this mean the rat allegations are still going? That's exactly what I was about to ask. What do you mean he returned to the Holy Land? When was this? Do you think maybe it could have been with Roger? What? When was this?
Howdy do, boys.
I still believe the guy who was talking to the Celestial Dragons was Shamrock and not Shanks. For all I know, this chapter will answer that, but it's simply because Shamrock would ask about Shanks, you know, after Roger died. This is what Roger told Shanks after Laugh Tale. You have an evil twin, Shanks. And then he started crying. No, Papa, it can't be true. Sorry, oh my god. This is so fun. I'm sorry, this is so fun. This is so soap opera, and you have no idea how much I'm eating this up. You're one of them, boy. You have no idea how much I'm eating this up. I'm so sorry. After Roger passed, I only say, do you think it could be with Roger? Because if anyone's gonna fucking go to the Holy Lands and cause some shit, it's gonna be Roger, you know what I mean? But interesting, he returned to the Holy Land,
boys.
as in they let him in. Isn't that interesting, that they'll just let him in? So Duffy's fighting for his fucking life, but Shanks can just walk in. What's that about?
Howdy do, boys.
Isn't that interesting? I guess Shanks didn't walk away at the time. He was kind of, I don't know, we'll find out. He was found in a chest. Shanks is hotter. Sorry, anyways, filth of the lower world. Returned, I see. Then your bloodline has earned my ire twice over. How fascinating that two separated brothers should each be targets of my wrath. So he doesn't like Shanks, this is true. Oh, I can't wait to see why he doesn't like Shanks. I can't wait, because I think Loki's a chill guy. I think he's chill. I can't fucking wait to see why he doesn't like Shanks. I am hoping so bad he fumbled Loki. No, Foily, you don't understand. It can't just be he captured him, right? He has to have, like, fumbled him. Oh, come on. You'll rue this day once I get these chains off. Oh, the bear. No. Oh, thank God he took his cloak off. Oh, thank God. You know what'll happen, don't you? I watched my friend's fate decided before my eyes, and now I bear the cost of it. You dream of threatening me. Commander, don't let him. Indeed, it's not worth dirtying my own hands. Cerberus. Oh! Yes! Oh, yes! Oh my god. Greek mythology. Yes! Great Greek mythology. Cerberus. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, that's made me happy. Oh my god, that's made me happy. Greek mythology. Like, I was that, you know how like everyone has like a phase when they're like 10 and it's like one history? Mine was Greek mythology. There better be a Hades. Better be, he's better be a Hades or something. All the hot bitches loved Greek mythology. I'm just saying. Percy Jackson, let's go. You do it, Cerberus. Oh, that's made me happy. I'm sorry, Shamrock is like... Yes, I know he's a villain. Okay, I know, I'm not brain dead. But so far he's a good villain. I am interested. I'm interested narratively. I'm interested character-wise. I'm interested carnally. I have so many interests for this man. So far he is a good villain and I've only just met this fucking guy. Like, I'm sorry. This is, like, I assume that we are not fighting Shamrock and Elbaf, because this is, like, we're near the start, right, of this saga. I am going to assume he is going to be a build-up. I guess that's my theory. No, Shamrock is not going to be fought in Elbaf. I think he's going to be the build-up to, like, the final saga. I think we're getting a taste. I think we're getting a taste right now. A taste. I'm not saying he's good. I'm saying he's a good villain. I'm saying as a villain, he rocks. Hello? Listen. Like, he's a fun villain so far. I like him. Fought and not smooch. Introduce but not fight. Yep, 100%. That's what I think. 100%. He does that. Oda does that a lot. Think about the villains that we've met, like, before actually fighting them. It's usually arcs beforehand, right? I think this is what's happening again. Anyways, Cerberus. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh my god. Oh, this diva. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. His aura is pretty fucking good. I'm sorry. He's got aura. He's got aura. People can hate Shamrock all they want. I guarantee he's going to be, like, at the end of the day, he's going to be like one of the best villains One Piece has. I'm saying. I'm just saying. Like, I'm already getting, the aura is crazy. It's crazy. Every story needs a good villain. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that this is a terrific villain. You guys can have Blackbeard. I can have Shamrock. What's so wrong with that? What is so wrong with that? Shamrock is my go-to villain right now. Yours can be Blackbeard. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I think he's gonna rock. What is that? It's my sword. Oh, the braids. Oh my god. Wow. Whoa, that's creepy. What's wrong with them? Extinguish your presence, Commander. We need to move. Scramble. Shamble. Sorry, I was trying to think, what does that sound like? Oh. She made of, what is that, a boomer? A bird? Oh my god, what are they, where are they going? Oh my god. Loki narrowly avoids death, that's awesome. Oh. Girls don't fight, like. Ladies, stop fighting! Oh my god. So interesting, Loki says no, and they do leave him to live though. You would think they just want to kill him, but I guess maybe Loki's valuable for some reason. Going to the Viking village, you think? Or do you think they're just, like, leaving? They could be going back to the castle, to the portal. That's possible. Woof. If you should survive, come and kill me. I'll be ready for you. Wait a damn second. Wait a damn second. You get back here. Damn it, evil Shanks. To him, they're both evil Shanks, to be fair. Evil Shanks and eviler Shanks. Evil Shanks and evil Shanks that washes. You have to be joking. You don't mean it. Even I can't handle getting run through by those. Curse you, celestial dragon. Damn you to hell. Ooh, fuck. Oh, there's no way Loki's not chill, you know? There's no way he's like a baddie. After going through all this, I just don't believe that. Pacifying them all at once will be too hard. We need to get to the warrior's children first. The warrior's children. Cool, one more. Very well, which one? Another holy night. Woohoo. Hostages, yeah. Aura's Castle Elbaf. I know what I saw. It was red hair. Yep. Liar! Shanks wouldn't beat you guys up without a good reason, but it's true. Yep, it's true. I'd recognize him anywhere. Red hair has been into Elbaf many times. Yeah, I guess you would. Shanks is really cool. This guy must have looked just like him. We were shocked to see him. We thought, what's he doing inside the castle? Red hair was just an Elbaf, right? So it's not out of the question that he would still be in the area. Zoro! Zoro, come on! Whose side are you fucking on, Zoro? Don't give them fuel. Shut up! Zoro, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Suck your captain off right now! What are you doing? What are you doing? Zoro, enough! Pro-rat allegations. I understand. No, I understand what he's doing. I get it. He's being logical, but shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But if what you're saying is true, that wasn't Shanks. Shanks is a cheerful guy who isn't full of himself, and he never does anything messed up like that. You trust him so much. Oh, that's so cute, but this is making me sad. But this is another, see, always trust Luffy. Always trust Luffy. Always. You always trust Luffy no matter what. And this is why. Of course I do. Look, Nami, wouldn't you be mad if someone said stuff like that about Molly Meh?
Yeah.
You mean Bellamere? Thanks for the sub. You mean Bellamere? He tried at least. So I guess they were two identical people. Maybe. They're brothers. Shanks's brother. I guess that could be true. Oh. But I've never heard him talk about his family. Just that he was on a pirate ship ever since he was little. And he does it. He's... Aside from Buggy, I thought Roger and Rayleigh and those guys were his family. The Roger pirates aside from Buggy.
Howdy do,
oh my
boys.
God, that's so mean. What the fuck would Luffy do if he found out? What would he do if he found out Shanks didn't go see the One Piece because he wanted to look after Buggy? What would Luffy do? You know what I mean? Luffy keeps saying, oh, Buggy, Buggy, blur. Shanks fucking loves Buggy. Like, what the hell? This is like... How do I explain? This is like the babysitter. Like, I'm not saying this exactly. This is like the babysitter, and the babysitter has a partner that you fucking hate. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you think the babysitter's so cool, but they have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend and you fucking hate them. Do you know what I mean? This is what this feels like. Like, Luffy absolutely loves Shanks, and he's like, Buggy, really? Buggy? Like, what would he do? What would he do if Shanks is like, don't hurt Buggy, Luffy? Shanks, really? Let's talk about the mystery man. Yeah, I see him, I see him, I see him. Where is he? He's walking up, is he? Oh! Picked up Frankie. Oh my god. Obviously it's Shiki. If we're a fucking Shiki, he'd be floating. You're all stupid. You are all idiots for thinking it's Shiki. I'm sorry. Anyways. Team Frankie, Jewel Tree, Atom Tour. Here, there, everywhere, it's all Atom. I guess this wood's not that rare after all. After all, dahaha. Is it really that valuable across the sea? Maybe I should go into business and start selling it. The way she's holding Frankie's really funny. Also, Hi Ripley. You're the one who should be stopping it, Ripley. Saul already scolded me once. This is a holy tree! Don't you go cutting pieces off it loose now. Haha, good impression. Anyway, if you have to cut the wood and haul it off without any giants noticing, I guess that'd explain the price. That's right, yeah, because he paid for it. What's that? It's a mural. Is it? Oh, it's not 2 pages. I was tricked. They're children's drawings from the ancient past carved into the fossilized tree bark. It's a cultural relic due to its historical value. Really? Kids' scribbles? They're estimated to have been drawn somewhere between 1800 and 900 years ago. Sorry, 800 and 900 years ago. Which, if correct, puts them right within the period of the Void Century. What? We gotta show this to Robin. I'll tell her about it later. I gotta show this to the wifey. She's gonna love this one. I gotta say, for a drawing from Elbaf, they don't all look like giants to me. That's right, in the history we're familiar with. Oh, that's right, in the history we're familiar with. Is that a kangaroo? There were sometimes wars between the races, but never cultural exchange. Maybe that simply means this was nothing more than a child's dream. I think that's Lily. The one with the crown. I see Emmett. I see a crown and I see long hair. And I see a kangaroo. And I think Emmett and Lily are there. I think they're on that mural. I want to believe that's Lily. But why is there a kangaroo with a sword? They're already really scary. Oh my god. But okay, yeah, I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about the whole child's dream thing later. The Walrus School. Listen up. Sorry. Oh, back tourist trap. Mermaid? Oh, it does look like... I thought that was a skirt. Oh, she is holding a trident. No, you're right. That could be a mermaid. Maybe not Lily. Yeah, my bad. A mink. A mink makes sense. Kangaroo mink. Yeah, it is a mermaid. My bad, not Lily. Sorry. I was wrong. Everyone move on. The Walrus School. Listen up, children. We're in the middle of a lesson. So this is the Harley. Sure is. Wow, it's huge and old. Whack! And dusty! All the various myths and legends of Elbaf were created based on this original text, since there are so many interpretations of it. And it means the sun god all the warriors of Elbaf believe in has a different personality depending on who tells the story. Ain't that funny? May I read it? Alright, so it is poneglyphs. Of course, Derishishishi. The story split up into 3 chapters. They say the 3rd chapter describes the world we live in today. It's about something that's going to happen in the future. In fact, the legends of Nika are seated all throughout the world. The one common feature is that he always shows up laughing to this rhythm. Dum dut dutta, dum dut dutta. Shall I read it now? The first world within the earth. The first world. Within the earth there was fire, mankind. Oh my god. Oh, I just got chills. I just got chills. Holy fuck. I just turned the page and I got chills. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, it is a double page spread. Within the earth. The first world. Within the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. The enslaved prayed and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet. The second world. Within the void there was breath. The forest god tamed demons and the sun spread the fires of war. Those of the half-moon dreamed. Those of the moon dreamed. Man killed the sun and became god. And the sea god stormed, and they will never meet. The third world. Within the chaos there was emptiness. The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon. The sun god dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end. The sun returns and brings a new morning, and they will surely meet. That's the end of the chapter. What the fuck does that mean? Hang on, I gotta read that over again. And now, before we continue on, interesting that Ripley brings up the, first of all, Shamrock. Okay, so I assume they're bringing another Holy Knight to Elbaf. Sounds about right. I still don't think Shamrock is going to be, like, the ending villain. And I am now more confident than ever that that is not fucking Shiki. I've had enough. I've had enough of people saying that Shiki. It is not Shiki. That has to be Gabun. I'm begging on my knees that that is Gabun. I'm actually begging. There's fucking no way it's Shiki. There's just not. Anyone who said that, you were stupid. You were dumb. Right? And they mentioned the Roger Pirates. Ooh, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. They showed him along with Shanks and the Roger Pirates talking. It has to be connected to the Roger Pirates, right? It has to be connected to the Roger Pirates. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be, right? It has to be. We all want Gabun. We all want Gabun. Anyone who says Shiki is banned, I agree. I'm so glad we beat the Shiki allegations, because no fucking way is that Shiki. Otherwise, he'd be floating. He'd be floating. I've been saying, Shanks having a reason to visit Elbaf, it would make sense if it were a Roger Pirate on Elbaf, because then he's visiting someone who's his family, right? It could be any Roger Pirate, alright? I do want it to be Gabun, but it can be any Roger Pirate. Like, who's to say that it's not the guy with the ponytail? You know what I mean? It's just because we know Gabun, right? We saw Gabun and Ripley. We saw Gabun and Rayleigh were kind of Roger's own wings. You know what I mean? Like, it was somewhat implied with how they would fight together. So, this is why Gabun. This is why Gabun. The egg. Buggy's evil twin. Alright. Interesting that the Giants immediately went identical people. Right? But now, where's Loki gonna be in this? You know what I mean? Loki being part of this. Like, are they gonna blame Loki or something? Do you know what I mean? I have to wonder, like, because now Loki's seen him. Loki knows of him. Now Loki's in it. So what's gonna happen? I just don't know. Shiki's more likely? I'm sick of you. Get out of this chat. You get out of this chat. It's not Shiki. The day it is revealed to not be Shiki fully is the day I will cheer. I literally said I'm eating my shoe on stream if it's Shiki. It's not. I am free from eating my shoe on stream. There's fucking no way it's Shiki.
Whack his pee-pee.
Shiki next straw hat. Alright, anyways, let me look at the... Oh, sorry, I was going to talk about Ripley. So the thing was Ripley and the children. So, what she says is... Where is it? The Void Century. In the history we're familiar with, there were sometimes wars between the races, but never cultural exchange. Maybe that simply means this was nothing more than a child's dream. So, what Ripley is saying, of course, is this mural is representing races coming together, right? It's representing a ton of races in the One Piece world fighting a war together. We can even see Alabaster in there. That's Lily. I see Alabaster. That is Lily. That's Lily. That is 1000% Lily. I see her. Yes, that is her. I know that's her. I see her. I see her, bitch. So we're seeing nearly every race. Oh, it's not a kangaroo. It's like a fox. Anyways, we're seeing nearly every race come together. I even see the Lunarians up there. Someone flying on a whale. That's interesting. I see the minks. I see the giants. People from other islands are obviously part of this too. And Neek is guiding them. Now, when it comes to what Ripley's talking about, once again, it is clear to me that she's saying, no, not ever in the history of our time have cultures ever come together, right? There's never ever been an exchanging of cultures, right? So she's saying, children painted this must be a child's dream. And the child's dream in question is cultures coming together, right? And that just happens to be in the Void Century. Now, I've said again and again and again and again, the thing that the Celestial Dragons, the world government that Imu seems to be most afraid of is togetherness. You know? They are clearly very afraid of these cultural exchanges. They are clearly very afraid of the world coming together. They are clearly very afraid of unity. Yes, they're very afraid of that. So the fact that this is in the Void Century, that's pretty much confirming to us that this is why this history was hidden. There's probably many other reasons, but this history was definitely hidden. One of the huge reasons it was hidden is because this is a showing of the world coming together against a greater evil, or a great evil, right? This is showing essentially what could have turned into and what could have become a world peace, right? Had they come together. And we can assume this happened. Like, this is something that actually happened because I see him at the... And we can see Nika, right? We see Joy Boy. So, I don't see Zunisha, but Zunisha got turned into an elephant from what I know. But this is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying. This is why when it comes to pirates and when it comes to the pirate age and when it comes to the oceans and when it comes to rising oceans, all I'm seeing is the world government trying to stop connection. They're trying to stop unity. They're trying to stop togetherness because they know how powerful the world can be, or the people can be, if they actually connect with each other, you know? No, I do not believe this is showing the future. I believe this is 1000% showing what used to be. I believe this is showing a previous war. I think it's definitely, this is the history of the Void Century, and this is why it's been hidden. 1000% this is why it's been hidden.
Boys?
And, it's just, this is just confirmed to me, right? Like, Imu is terrified of pirates because pirates can travel across the seas, right? Pirates can literally form a togetherness even if pirates aren't like...
Ahmed Mohsin.
That mural, my god, Elbaf's tourist trap. Also, Gavan and Ripley selling Adamwood on the side would be hilarious. Amazing chapter. Thank you, Jonathan. My god, Elbaf's tourist trap. That's so true. Nika, not Joy Boy, no straw hat. Remember when Luffy's in his Gear 5 form, he doesn't wear a straw hat. But, could be Nika, yeah, but the reason... Joy Boy was in the Void Century, wasn't he? Joy Boy was Void Century. Because it is Void Century. We think so. Yes? Okay, yeah, I say Joy Boy. I say Joy Boy for the second world, and then I say Nika existing for the first world. But, anyways, my whole point is, I love being right. I love being correct because this is definitely what the world government is afraid of. It's what Imu is afraid of, and this is why Luffy is so terrifying. Not only Luffy, but Vivi. Luffy and Vivi are very, very terrifying people to Imu because Vivi and Luffy together form people together. They bond people together. That is something both Vivi and Luffy are fucking fantastic at, right? So now there's Vivi existing, right? She looks like Lily. I believe she acts like Lily, and I think Imu is scared. Now there's Luffy as well, who is not only banding people together and saving people, he now looks like Nika / Joy Boy. 1000% this is the history Imu wanted to bury, so it wouldn't inspire other people to come together. And I assume what's going on here is this is the greater evil stealing the sun, because what did it say? The third world, there was emptiness, the inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon. Wait, hang on. Also, the voice of the half moon. That sounds like a little bit Toki's speech in Wano talking about the moon. I have to go back on that though. Guiding the world to its end, the sun returns and brings a new morning, and they will surely meet. Anyways. Half moon is D. D? The voice of the half moon. Interesting. Sorry, the second world. Within the void there was breath. The forest god tamed the demons, and the sun spread the fires of war. The forest god. The gods are the interesting part. Who were these gods? Those of the half moon dreamed. That probably is the D then, isn't it? Those of the moon dreamed. But then who are those of the moon? If we have those of the half moon, then who are those of the moon? Lunarians? Sky people. Because, yeah, minks are also connected to the moon. It's not just Lunarians. Wano in general was pretty connected to the moon. Anyways. Man killed the sun and became God. And the sea god stormed and they will never meet. Man killed the sun is so interesting. Now, do we think that huge satanic thing holding the sun, do we believe that could be Imu? Because that looks like Imu in the first world to me. Little guy wearing a crown. And I believe stealing the sun is metaphorical. As in stealing the sun, stealing literal freedom, liberation, you know? Like not literally stealing the sun, but stealing, you know... Yeah, killing the sun, the rays of the sun gone. Literally taking people's freedom from them to see the sun. Because remember, Fishman's whole thing is we want to be able to see the sun again. We want to be able to live on the land that the sun touches, right? So this is why I'm saying I believe this is a stealing of freedom. I do not believe this is literally stealing the sun. Also, thank you for the donation, Peter. Pia.
Ahmad Mohsin.
Marco. Hello. Do you think Earth God is an ancestor of Skypiea Snake? That thing's worshipped like a god. What does it say about the Earth God? Within the Earth there was fire. Within the Earth is so interesting. Hey, who's been sent within the Earth? Who's been sent within the Earth? And who literally kind of created their own walking sun? Curious. Mankind... Hang on, within the Earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. Greed and the forbidden sun. Succumbed to greed and the forbidden sun. Sent within the earth. Sounds like a character we have met before. You think the Mother Flame? But do we think the Mother Flame? Because I thought the Mother Flame was recent. Now we have to remember, yes, I'm talking about Big Mom. We have to remember that Big Mom was seen as some kind of like weapon by the world government. She was seen as something important by the world government. Remember this. This is also another reason why I'm thinking there's no way she's been wiped out. There's no way. Within the earth, I'm just saying, I'm sorry, the Big Mom stocks are up. Can you imagine? Hang on, call me crazy. I don't know about Kaido. I really don't know about Kaido, okay? I'm separating Kaido and Big Mom because they need to be separated. I'm only talking about Big Mom. I don't think Kaido's coming back. Big Mom, I was so sure of. But the thing is, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Law has sent Big Mom to the center of the earth to keep her, like, caged. And he's caused, like, the second coming of, like, the earth ending or something. The third ending. Do you know what I mean? I just feel she will arrive as a fucking nuclear power. I truly do think that. I really do think that. By fucking up. Anyways. Mankind succumbed to greed. I have to reread this again. The enslaved prayed and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet. Now we can see images of the sun. The first world is the one that's confusing me. We know the least about the first world. But I see little industrial buildings there. And I see an old ship. And I see a little winged angel. And I see two of each animal, including humans. We have llamas, we have, I don't know, sheep, and then we've got two humans. But what are they carrying? Right? That's Noah's Ark. Sorry, the first world is the one that's really getting me. The reason I'm saying this is because we have now been told within the earth there is fire, right? And mankind succumbed to that greed and touched the forbidden fire that is within the earth, right? I assume that's what that means. Hence why they are going up with that energy. Also, the halos, they are literally going to hell. Oh my god. They're going to hell. And they're coming back up without their halos. What the fuck is going on? Anyways, so what I'm saying is, it's interesting that it's telling us within the earth there's something very powerful. That's the forbidden sun, right? And this is why I'm not saying this is Big Mom's story. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's where Big Mom has been sent. And it's telling us that that power is such a power that humans gave into their greed and they used that energy of the forbidden sun, which was the fire within the earth. This is why I'm saying Big Mom has been sent within the earth. I'm just saying it's very possible that she will touch the forbidden sun. Like, I don't think that's a preposterous thing to say. Also, she's greedy. That's the whole thing of her story. She's greedy. Her greed for power, her greed for the One Piece, she will touch the forbidden sun because of the power. This makes sense to me, but feel free to disagree. How would Big Mom survive Earth's core? Well, geez. She's Big Mom. She literally unleashed the power of lightning and the sun. You think she can't survive the Earth's core? She's a literal walking natural disaster. How would Pell survive a nuke? Oh my god, it's Pell. Pell's coming back with the power of the forbidden sun. She's literally built it in a different... I think people forget Big Mom's a fucking tank. I really do think they forget that. Anyways, my stocks are up for I think Big Mum's popping out a volcano in Elbaf. I think she's popping out of a volcano. Yeah, I was gonna say she can give the magma life. I think we forget that. She can touch, like, natural earth cores and make it her soul and her servant. Which is why I'm like, how would she survive? Have you seen what she does? Anyways, this is not about Big Mom. I'm sorry, the stocks are up for her. The stocks are up. Now, when it comes to the Earth God, Muchu, I am now safe to view Zoro content with NordVPN using code MelonTeee. Thank you. Avoid spoilers with NordVPN. Why are you guys counting the figures? Why do the number of figures matter to you guys? Also, I see a samurai. I see Wano as part of the second world. 20 kingdoms. That joined the world government, though. I don't know. Yeah, so far, I'm gonna say that so far the number of figures don't matter. Because we know there were more kingdoms than that. It's just 20 joined the world government, or there were no more islands. Anyways, yeah, so the first world's doing me in, mainly because of these gods. Here's the thing with One Piece, and here's the thing with gods. Gods are self-made in One Piece, right? Gods are not just always been there, they have been created. This is a pretty big theme that Oda continues, and this is a pretty big theme that Oda has pushed. There are not just gods, there are created gods, or legend goes so far back that they become gods due to legend. It's not that they were born gods, it's just that history becomes myth, myth becomes legend, legend becomes god. So when they talk about the Earth God and the Sun God, the Sun God appearing, I assume that's Nika. And I assume that is just a guy, right? The Sun God was probably just a guy. And the Sun God, I don't know because I can't see any depiction of Nika in the first world. Unless Serpent of Hellfire. God, this is so lore heavy. We have a lot of gods here. The Earth God, I'm going to guess is Imu. Because it said the Earth God raged, and with its Serpent of Hellfire shrouded the world in death. Death and darkness they will never meet. My guess is that's Imu. Imu was so powerful they became the Earth God. Yeah. Because the Earth God raged. And it clouded the world in darkness. Who's to say Imu isn't in the first world? Why are we assuming Imu's just in the second world, though? Is it not possible Imu is from a different time? Do you think there's any relation between the Red Line and the Serpent of Hellfire? For now, no. I don't think so. Well, I'm thinking Imu is from the first world. Here's what I'm thinking. Also, thank you for the subs, everyone. Here's what I'm thinking. Imu's from the first world. Imu wanted to rule that world. Imu failed. Second world comes along. Imu rebrands. Imu tries to now rule this second world, right? However, failing again. Uprisings again. Imu hides the history of the second world because Imu now knows what should and shouldn't be done, right? And now we have the third world and it's happening again. I was thinking, could it be possible Imu was Nika, but I don't want to believe that. I would kind of like for it to be Imu both times. 3 times even. Only because for it to be Imu 3 times, this is like a wandering, like, soul that is just continuously trying to rule this world. And liberation and freedom uproots them every time. Yeah, and they will never meet. That's getting me. Well, I'm saying, I think First World Imru tried, Imru failed. I do believe Imru is immortal, and I do believe Imru has been around a lot longer than we could think. Foily, are you still here? Is that translation accurate? And they will never meet. They can no longer meet. Yeah, who aren't meeting? Hang on. Within the earth there was fire. The enslaved prayed, the sun god appeared, the earth god raged, and with its... The gods I am going to assume are people with devil fruits. Serpent of Hellfire? I don't think that's red line. Shrouding the world in death and darkness. God, the first world's bugging me. I'm trying to see the pattern on it. The reason I don't say red line is because Serpent of Hellfire feels specific. And the red line... There's 2 red lines. Is there not? Like there's one on either end, you know what I mean? What did Dorian Broggy say? No. Isn't the Grand Line within... No, you guys are... No. Is the Grand Line... Is the New World not within, like, those 2? Otherwise, where's the Grand Line? Do you know what I mean? What I mean is... Hang on. Where's the frickin', Hang on. Where's the map? I gotta get up the map. I know it's a sphere! Oh my god! So it goes around the world. Where the fuck is the Grand Line in the New World? Okay, so it is cut off in the middle. Hang on. What I meant is there's a red line, but what I thought was the red line was like red line, and between those red lines was the Grand Line. But I guess I was wrong. Now I cannot tell where the Grand Line is for the life of me. I am a fake One Piece fan. I'm trying to get the manga map up, but it's not showing me. It keeps giving me fan maps. Enough. Why isn't it giving me... There it is. Red line as the center. Grand line. Alright, that's what was confusing me. Hang on, you guys can't see it? When Nami talks about the red line and the grand line, she's got the red line, and then you go through the grand line, and then there's like another bunch of mountains. And I thought that was like also part of the red line. I thought you had to like go over twice. Otherwise I was like, where the fuck is the grand line if it's not in between those huge mountains? No, it's not. I'm looking at a circular model. I'm looking at a circular model. Anyways, for now, Serpent being the red line, I'm not so sure about. Only because of Hellfire is something that's interesting to me. That's what I'm not sure about. I'll take it if it is, and I can see where it's coming from. But the earth god raged, and with a serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness. Why of hellfire? I just looked at the globe that she shows us. Don't worry. Look at the globe that Nami shows us. It's when she's talking to Gaimon. It was a little bit confusing, I'm not gonna lie. But I'll concede that I guess the One Piece globe is just confusing to me. But, that's what it does look like to me. It looks like the crown guy is using the forbidden... What is it? The forbidden fire. The forbidden sun to fuel the serpent. Which is why I'm confused about that being the grand line. Using the forbidden fire to fuel the serpent. However, there is a line through Alabaster. It's when they pick up Bonchan. They go through the fog. The fog is there because of volcanoes, and they talk about volcanoes.
Ahmed Mohsin.
Sorry. So wait, people fucked around with the Forbidden Sun and it fucked up their world. Because of that, they went to the moon in the second world because it was so messed up. Am I completely off track? I have no idea where the moon... I'll be honest, guys, I'm stuck with the moon here. I have no idea what the moon is or what it's about. I have no clue. I have no clue. I have no clue about the moon. Sorry, Marco, I can't tell you. Anyways, there's a line in Alabaster when they're going to... Fuck, they've already got Chopper with them at this point. They're heading to Alabaster and they're talking about volcanoes and they're saying volcanoes are so like, this is history. This is something that we'll never know. We'll never see because like islands are created, new islands are created all the time, right? But it takes thousands and thousands of years to create these islands. So there was something definitely there regarding volcanic eruption and island like rebirth, but my thought was not that was used to make the grand line, or sorry, the red line. My thought is Luffy is going to do something that's going to set off all those fucking volcanoes underground, and it's going to connect the world more than we ever could have imagined. Because the thing is, what's the point of the red line if the sea is rising anyways? That's my thing. I'm not sure the point of the red line if the sea is rising. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's going to go to the red line anyways to fight for that land. So this is why people saying Imu made the red line, Imu made the red line. At this point now, even I don't know about that. Because why would Imu make the red line just to then make the sea rise? Because that's what he's doing. Like, he is currently working to make the sea rise because he's trying to make people fight. There is not that much dry land, and he will make people fight for dry land, i.e. people will just start going to war, and people will start be more disconnected than ever, right? than ever. So my thought is, no, the red line is not the red serpent. I don't know what the red serpent could be at this point, but my thought is actually that red line is not there for any kind of evil reason. I do not believe that the red line is purposely trying to separate people, but I think land is a good thing in One Piece. I believe it's very much a good thing in One Piece. The sea is a good thing too, but I think my idea is that these volcanoes are going to be set off to make more land for people. Laboon was headbutting the red line because Laboon wanted to see the crew. I know there's that theory that Laboon headbutts the red line because the whales remember a time before the red line, blah blah. I don't believe that. I totally don't believe that, only because we saw the other whales, they didn't have scars on them. Those whales were not headbutting the red line. Laboon was specifically headbutting the red line to get to his crew. It had nothing to do with, oh, Laboon remembers the time before the red line was there. No, I don't think they did that. And even if some did have scars on them, who the fuck says they were headbutting the red line, okay? We were not watching them headbutt. They could have been fighting their whales. I don't think it has anything to do with the red line, those whales, because otherwise, why are they so far out? Do you know what I mean? Why are they not at the red line headbutting it? How am I in denial? They were so fucking far from the red line. Why would they not be headbutting the red line? We know they were Laboon. We know they were Laboon's whales. My point is, people were talking about, oh, the whales remember a time before the red line, and they used Laboon for that. And I'm saying I don't believe that, because Laboon was not headbutting that red line because it remembers a time before the red line. It wanted to meet its crew. Is the red line at the entrance of the New World? Hang on. Now I don't know anything about this globe. Where the fuck is the red line? Where is the New World in relevance to the red line? Yes? Yes. Okay, I just don't know anything about the globe. You go under. What? What do you mean you go under? Between it? Why are you saying this like it's a factual? Why the fuck was I meant to know that? Okay, as you can see, I am not geography major. I'm lost! I'm lost because I don't know anything about this globe. I don't know anything about this goddamn globe. Over or under? You can go under the red line. Then my point stands. Why the fuck are the whales headbutting it? My point stands. Why the fuck are the whales headbutting the red line if you can go under it? They can't go that deep. Who says that? So why don't they go through Fishman Island? Hang on, now you guys sound like you're coping. They can't go that deep. How do you know that? They're whales. You can only go under a Fishman Island. Why would the whales not go under a Fishman Island? The fishmen have like a pact with the fucking sea creatures. Why would they not go under Fishman Island? They need to breathe? They need to look down? They breathe air, yes, but they're still fucking water mammals. I am not the one coping at this point. Now you guys are coping. Why the fuck would the whales not go under the red line? What is happening? They wouldn't come up in time to breathe. Who says that? Whales? Yes, I know whales have to come to surface to breathe. Do you understand how fucking long whales can hold their breath? You think a whale can't dive that deep and come back up? I am not the one getting got. The people in here are going, oh, but whales, they literally live in the fucking water. What are you talking about? Yes, I know they have to breathe air. But do you not understand? They're very fucking good at holding their breath. Water pressure? Yeah, they're full of blubber. Whales are fucking filled with blubber, so guess why? Guess why? So they can go under the water. They're like seals. I know I'm right here. Also,
Howdy do, boys.
the fishermen were swimming outside of Fishman Island. Guys, the pressure. The pressure. So explain to me why fishermen can just survive that deep, but apparently these whales can't. Explain that to me. There's no way. I am not on copium here. You guys are. I have just debunked this and you guys know that. Why the fuck can't they just swim under the red line? Why can't they just swim under the red line? You are using real life whales over One Piece whales. We don't know anything about these whales. You guys are just going, but whales. We don't know what the fuck Laboon's whales can do. We don't know what Laboon whales can dive to. And you do? I'm not saying I do. I'm saying why isn't that possible? And you're all going, but. And you're all going, but. My point is, no, I do not believe the whales are butting against the red line because they remember a time before it was there. Because a lot of people use Laboon as their go-to for that. And my issue with that is Laboon was not butting against that because, oh, red line, I remember a time. It was because of his crew. He wanted to meet his crew and he wanted to meet them in the middle. Like, Laboon butting that red line had nothing to do with, oh, the world. It had everything to do with the fact Laboon wanted to go see his crew. Until we see more of those whales headbutting the red line, I don't believe you. Because you guys are saying, oh, the new world is right at the red line. And I'm saying, okay, then, so they just swam under it.
Yeah.
And you're all going, no.
Whales can dive like 3K meters. Fishman Island is 10K meters deep. Also, what do you think Moria's future is? He's my favorite, and I am waiting for my favorite fat ass to get AW.
Why can't I see this? I'm sorry, I can't see that sub. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh my god, sorry, can someone repeat that? I can't see the sub, it's not in chat. What was that? Was that a donation? I think that might have been a donation. What is this? Hang on, wait. I'm so sorry, what was that? I'm sorry, I'm haunted. What the hell was that? It was a donation. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, hang on. I had to find this the first time. Now I have to find it again. Fishman is 10K meters. Whales can dive 3K. Oh my god, guys. So, okay. I am appalled you guys are using real world whales as any kind of metric here is what's getting me. Jinbear's based off a fucking shark. Why can he go that deep for Fishman Island? Fishmen were just like swimming outside of Fishman Island and they weren't getting crushed. What the hell are you guys talking about? There's just no way you're using real life whales as a metric for this. We're talking about One Piece. Laboon has a fucking Truman Show living inside of him. Like a Truman Show set inside of him. And whales in the real world wouldn't have lived through that. Yeah, no shit. It's One Piece. Anyways, I apologize for the, for not being able to find that donation there, but thank you for the donation. What do I think about Moria? Was it? Moria, I have no idea. I hope Moria lives with Piranha and they live happier ever after. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know what Moria's story is going to be. He's baffled me. He's baffled me. They're all special island whales. My point is, Laboon's an idiot and he should have swum under the red line. I'm smarter than that. I'm smarter than Laboon. Alright. I don't think anyone's joining the Cross Guild next. I think the Cross Guild's run and done. Anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand. Anyways, as far as the Serpent of Hellfire, I just don't know what that is. Because yes, that could be the red line. I'm very open to that. But at the same time, that could indeed just be a monster that the person at the time, the Earth God, did just control and just wiped out this existing civilization. Because we are seeing there was a former civilization. So this is probably the Ancient Kingdom, right? Or around the Ancient Kingdom. Or something, a building of the Ancient Kingdom. So when it comes to the Serpent of Hellfire, the reason I'm saying, well, I'm also not sure it's the red line, because I can see this is just a fucking gigantic beast that was controlled by the Earth God, i.e. a devil fruit that just wiped out this civilization. I think it could be both. The beast is rising in response to greed. That is interesting. Because my assumption is the Earth God is the one that has done this. But that could be someone of liberation. It could be destruction. For all we know, the Serpent of Hellfire is Nika. Right? Or some part of Nika. Because, again, this is clearly an ending of the world. Why are you telling me to read 654? Is this about the fucking whales? If this is about the whales, I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'll go to 654, but if I see whales, I'm going to kill you. It is... whale piece. Enjoy the whale watching show. Alright, they do got scars on them. And then what else? What else? That's it? That's it? That's your evidence? By the way, they don't all have scars on them. If they were all button the red line, why do only some of them have scars on them? Explain me that. They're pretty deep. They're also pretty fucking deep, aren't they, right? What do the whales know that we do? And they like music! That is probably the most important. Some gave up. How would we know? Well, how would we know they can't hold their breaths for that long? But we know they're pretty deep because they're ascending from Fishman Island. Do you think the people of the half moon could be the people of the D? I'm on board with that. My only issue is then who are the people of the moon? Anyways, whoever told me here to check that chapter, you have to die now. I saw whales. I'm sorry, we got really sidetracked about these whales.
Yay, but whales are still based.
What did you say? What the fuck did that say? The whales are still based. I agree. I like whales, but no one's giving whales the credit they deserve here. It's my donation voice. Thank you, by the way, for the... Thank you again for the sub. For the donation. Anyways, I'm sorry. We actually have to talk about this. Now, when it does actually come to, like, the Earth God, I don't know, I'm lost. All we can do is assume things for now. My assumption was the Earth God is evil. Not evil, but the Earth God was the one causing an uproar. But, now that it is brought up, it could indeed be the greedy people were, oh, sorry, my app froze. The greedy people were taking this power, right? Now, so the Earth, like, ended. Now, here's the thing. Could it be that the Earth God... Do you think Shanks stay in the lower world because that's where Bucky is? Yes. Anyways. Oh my god, sorry, so many people are talking to me right now. Lunarians equal people of the moon, maybe. Arc Maxim is also visible in the mural, and that's conveniently on the moon right now. True. So you think Arc Maxim's gonna come down with NL on him? NL could indeed be part of this. I'm sorry, I don't know what to think about the Arc Maxim. I don't know what to think about that, nor Lunarians. For now, Lunarians being moon people, yes. But at the same time, there's a lot of connections to the moon. What about the Skypiea people? Could they have been from the moon? They look like they could be aliens. You know what I mean? Why Lunarians specifically? I think it's very possible that the Skypiea people, not Wiper and the Shandia tribe, but the Skypiea Conis and such, could be the moon people. Luna equals moon. I know. I watched My Little Pony. I know that. But, sorry, what I'm trying to say is when it comes to the Earth God, I was thinking, oh, Earth God evil, but now I'm seeing it's talking about the greed of mankind. Maybe we are taking it too literal, and maybe this could quite literally be global warming. Do you know what I mean? The Earth God raged, and with the serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness. So the Earth God raged. Could that be they're taking the Earth's literal core? So I'll read that soon. Could that be they were taking the Earth's literal core and that was causing the Earth to just shatter? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that any one person moved to end the Earth. It was literally humanity's greed just ended the Earth. Could it be devil fruits, or could this quite literally just be this was an ending of the Earth through...
Do you think the Serpent of Hellfire is a previous Azure Dragon user because of the Torch Dragon form? I think that the Serpent Machine, for all we know, could be Lost Fourth ancient weapon with how little we know.
Hang on,
Also,
oh my God,
Earth God
so
Island fruit user?
Things.
Stone?
Lol, oh my god. I have to find where I can read these damn donations. This happened last time and I forgot. Okay. Let me... Oh, alright. First of all, Marco. It's on YouTube? No, not this one. Do you think first world people fled to the moon? Because from first to second you can see the Arc Maxim going up. Do you think it's going up or do you think it's going down? I'm sorry. If you want to tell me what you said again, that would be lovely, because if for some reason it doesn't show the donation in the chat, which is very frustrating. You think down? Now I do think up. Because I'm seeing an arc in the sea, and now I'm seeing an arc in the sky.
Howdy do, boys.
Earliest point was down. It's delivering. Do I think he's blocking something? He could be blocking the Earth's core. Do we think this is a Devilman thing and the moon was a previous Earth? Yes. Yeah, also the giant tree. Also, I'm so sorry, Redeemer, I think that was you that sent that, that donation. If you want to send me the TLDR of what you sent, please do. But, look, I don't know, but now I do believe to not take this so literally. So now I'm thinking, no, the red serpent is not the red line. Now I'm thinking the red serpent is actually just literally the Earth. Do you think that the serpent is a previous Azul Dragon user, and with how little we know of the serpent, that Machine 1 can be a lost fourth ancient weapon?
Look, another distraction.
Stop it! Do you think the serpent is a previous druid? Thank you, by the way. And with how little we know of the serpent, that machine one could be a lost fourth ancient weapon. I was thinking ancient weapon. And do you think the earth god is an island user or stone fruit user? I don't know about fruits. I have no idea about fruits. I don't know about fruits. I wouldn't be surprised if during the first world, that's when devil fruits. I wouldn't be surprised if devil fruits were created out of the first world, because that's when people needed to dream, right? So during the first world, we are seeing total enslavement. So this is when Nika is being formed, and this is when the want and the will for liberation is being formed. I wouldn't be surprised if through the first world, devil fruits started to appear, because that is the wish of humanity, of many humans. When I say devil fruits came in the first world, I mean the wishes of the people of the first world made devil fruits, and then they came through in the second world. That's what I mean. So I'm not saying that the first world has them per se, but the first world's people, their wishes and their wants is what was forming the devil fruits, because they were totally enslaved and they needed something to dream for and believe in. And I say devil fruits is what started being created. But when it comes to the earth god, I am thinking, is the earth god a literal being, or are they just calling the earth god? You know what I mean? Like in the same way volcanoes would erupt, and the ancient Greeks called that, like, you know, Zeus or something. Do you know what I mean? Touch the forbidden sun and is similar to nuclear weaponry. Yeah, I do think so. There's definitely something about humanity's greed. The reason I'm unsure about the earth actually being a person and this being devil fruits and this hellfire being the red line is because now I am thinking this is just the earth was milked dry and it caused catastrophic events that no one, like, no like powers caused. It was just they fucked the earth over because of the greed that they had. Like, what I'm looking at here and what I'm laughing about with Oda is it's very industrial. It is very industrial. I'm seeing what looks to be like modern day office buildings, you know? I'm not saying that past or first Earth One Piece was like our Earth. I don't think that's what Oda's doing. I think there's a metaphor here regarding overexpending the Earth and ending it, you know? I don't know where the red line came from per se, but I don't think the red line came about in the first world. If the red line is artificial, which I believe it is to an extent, I think the red line would come about in the second world, not the first world. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is Earth because we do see the moon above them. But the question is, are the people fleeing from the moon or to the moon? And I do think now they are fleeing to the moon. Lunarians lived on the red line. Well, we can assume... What if the red line has never been artificial? Only because Lunarians we know lived on the red line, so we can assume that the Lunarians were colonized and were taken from their homes so the Celestials could live up there. But when it comes to the Serpent of Hellfire, I still am not sure about it being the red line. I don't know, I'm seeing the Serpent of Hellfire as being a literal ending of the world. Because of just overexpending the world. I was thinking Serpent of Hellfire is global warming. That's literally what I was thinking. Serpent of Hellfire is literally just a total destruction of the earth. I don't think the red line is a total destruction of the earth, is my thing. The red line was fucked, don't get me wrong. But I'm still not on board for the serpent being the red line. Also, yeah, why is it fighting a dragon? I'm thinking the same thing. But they will never meet is in both of these stories. And who's never meeting? That's my thing. I don't know who's never meeting. Do you think the world and its people? Me in my bed. The giants refer to the red line as the blood-soaked serpent. Listen, if they bring that up again, I'll believe it more. But we know the giants fight over the meaning of this. So, look, we're doing it now. Which is why I'm like, I just don't know.
Ahmed Mohsin.
What do you think about the dragon from the second? That is baffling me. I'm baffled. I'm baffled by half of this shit. Like, the second world to me is very cut and dry. I think the second world is pretty easy to figure out. Because I'll be honest with you guys, being thrown 3 worlds, that's a curveball. We knew, and I feel stupid for this, because we know of Joy Boy, we know of an ancient kingdom, we knew the world government formed through 20 kingdoms, now 19. However, I feel dumb because this is obvious to me. Because yeah, Joy Boy was formed, but tons of people had the assumption that Joy Boy is Nika and Nika is Joy Boy, and now it's like, well, no, that can't be true. Nika had to come from somewhere, and Nika seems to precede Joy Boy, right? At least that's my assumption here. So where did Nika come from? Nika being born from a world that was literally nothing but slavery makes tons of sense. Devil Fruits being born from a world that was nothing of slavery also makes sense. So the people of the first world who were enslaved gave a hope to the second world, so this would hopefully not happen again. And they failed, right? And then we are now in the third world. So to me, the first world is just a total calamity. A total calamity. It was just a total fuck up on all ends, right? And just a total tyrant controlling this world. And then of course the second world is another tyrant, but now there's hope in this world. There's Nika, there's Joy Boy now, there's Devil Fruits, there's pirates, right? There's now more in the second world. And now we're at the third world, and it feels like we've hit a point of we must fight again, and this time we must succeed. Like, remember what the giants told us. Whenever Nika appears, that is a symbol of the world either ending or changing. So we can definitely assume in the first world that is where Nika was formed. That is where the myth and the legend of the god of Nika was created, right? And the fact that it was born out of a world of slavery, that's fantastic, of course, right? This is why I love One Piece, because I'm thinking about this. I'm going, of fucking course, he had to come out of somewhere. Nika isn't Joy Boy, Joy Boy isn't Nika. He just represents Nika, right? Do you think from third Loki represents the giant? From third? Oh, third world. Loki represents the giant with a spear because the demon has the same type of horns. Possibly, yeah. I trust my guy Loki. A time of dinosaurs. Either way, this is brilliant. This is brilliant because, like, these are grim worlds, right? Nika the first, Joyboy the second, Luffy the third. 1000%, that's what I'm saying. And here's what gets me. Nika was created, right? Nika became the god of liberation. Joyboy came about. Joyboy, the first pirate. Is Luffy going to be the first of something now? Do you know what I mean? Like, is Luffy going to get some title like that? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know what it would be. But, he will change what Nika means. You don't think the mural and the text are the same thing? I feel that overcomplicates things though. I think that overcomplicates things if he did that. I kind of hope he's not doing that. I know they're not one-to-one, but I do think they are connected. Like, they're definitely connected to me, but they're not one-to-one, no. Anyways, the second world is pretty cut and dry to me. Within the void there was breath. The void, of course, the ending of the first world. The forest god tamed demons and the sun spread the fires of war. And again, I'm thinking, are there actually gods here, or are they just referring to the earth? Are these devil fruits, or are they just referring to the earth? The forest god tamed demons. Is there someone with a devil fruit, or is it just that the earth started to sprout forests and life, you know, again? I'm not so sure. I'm 50-50 about it. Because remember, when it comes to Skypiea and when it comes to gods, and remember what they refer to as gods. By the end of Skypiea, they just praying for a hope. The snake itself in Skypiea was called a god. I don't think they're people per se. I think it could just be in general. This is the earth coming back to life. These are the forests. It could be animals. I do think that too. Anyways, the forest god tamed demons and the sun spread the fires of war. The sun spreading the fires of war? Could that be Joyboy? Could that be Nika? I don't know. I don't know. It's so much fucking information. Do you think it's Joyboy, like, with Rebellion? The issue with this is taking it too literally. That's my biggest thing. Because we have to remember the way mythology works. And we have to remember the way murals work. Because think about, like, ancient Egyptian murals, right? A lot of ancient Egyptian murals, they are not literal. They're mythology. They're stories, you know? And within stories, you greatly exaggerate. Or you add gods and you add legends, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm looking at this and I'm trying to think what could be literal and what could not be literal.
Howdy do, boys.
But there's just a huge thing in One Piece, especially. I really encourage you guys to reread Logtown, especially the ending of Logtown, because of what it says. Hang on, let me go to it. I think it's chapter 99 it says this. It is. I think so. Hang on. What the hell? Sorry, my bad. This is important. All right. At the very beginning, hang on, let me go back to chapter 98 and see if there's anything there first. No. All right. At the very, very beginning of chapter 99, it says, legends that endure in the future were events that took place in the distant past, right? And I believe that is an incredibly important line that Oda's thrown in there for us to remember. Especially with the term legends. Legends that endure in the future. And then, of course, we have to think about my guess is the mother flame. The sun is the mother flame. I just don't know. There are so many things that represent the sun in One Piece. But
Howdy do, boys.
the reason I say this is because, again, they'll be greatly exaggerated. They'll be greatly exaggerated, which is why I just don't know. I don't know what is factual here, and I don't know what is exaggeration. Like, taking the sun, the literal sun, there's no way that's true. Am I going to do a different stream after this? No, I'm going to write this script up. Those of the half moon dreamed, those of the moon dreamed. Man killed the sun and became God. See, what is killing the sun? And the sea gods stormed. They will never meet. The they will never meet is also just getting me. I don't know what and they will surely meet. The sun returns and brings a new morning. They will surely meet. Nika and Imu, you think? See, I was thinking the world coming together too, but the world did come together in that second mural to take out Imu, or attempt to. So that's why I'm like, they will meet. And I don't know if this works in Japanese, but they will never meet. And I'm thinking, could it be they'll never meet peace? You know what I mean? Like, is it a ... or is it a dot? The biggest question here is definitely, where has the red line come from? Has it actually come from somewhere? Or have we all been tricked, and has the red line actually always authentically been there? Because, yeah, that's a point, that the Lunarians do live on it, or they did live on it. Because, again, I don't think devil fruits existed in the first world. I think they were forming in the first world. They can no longer meet, and they will never meet. An ancient weapon, yeah. I don't know. All I know is the first world's fucking doing me in. The only thing I've gotten from this, and the only thing I'm convinced on, is Nika was formed in the first world. Devil fruits were starting to be formed in the first world. The enslavement of the first world was the end. The greed was what created the end of that world. The first world is definitely something we know the least about. And this is why I'm saying, you know how so many people are like, oh, I'm worried Oda's going to rush the ending. This is why I don't think he will. Because the first world is something that has just been thrown at us. We will no doubt be learning a lot about the first world. And you know what's crazy? We still need to learn about the second world. We know now quite a bit about the second world. But the second world is still somewhat of a mystery to us. The first world is throwing everyone, I think, out of loop. The first world is doing my head in, because I can see what has come from the first world, but the remnants of the first world are so bare. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're so lost, I think. Arta! What are you doing here, Ariana? Arta, we are so lost. We are so lost. I'm so lost. We're talking about the red serpent. We're talking about red lions, and now I'm double guessing everything. But TLDR, what I have determined from this, we talked about whales. What I have determined from this is, first of all, I'm fucking horrible at geography. Awful at geography. I can't even say it. Second of all, the first world is something that I believe was destroyed due to humanity's greed. I don't think it was a war that took it out, or I don't think it was devil fruits that took it out. I think it was literally just overconsumption, overexpending. I do believe there's a metaphor in there for global warming from the first world. I really do. Because it really pushes on the greed of humanity.
Ahmed Mohsin.
The demon could def not be Loki. No, I don't think it's Loki. But, yeah, so basically I'm thinking the first world is what has formed the legend of Nika. The first world has formed a god of liberation to obviously free the slaves. And Nika was just some guy. No way you can realistically summarize it. I don't blame you, mate. I can't even summarize it. Because of course what we are stuck on here is this literal? How much is literal? How much is metaphor? And so many people think that red serpent is the red lion, and I'm stuck on believing that. Because it's just, to me, I know the giants talk about the red lion being the bloodied serpent, but to me that red serpent could just be pollution. Like, I'm just not sure. It could just be volcanic eruptions, which yes, that could form the red line, that much is true. But anyway, case in point, humanity in the first world literally farmed the Earth's core. That was killing the Earth. The Earth then just became a wasteland, apocalyptic in nature, because it was just overexpended. So there were floods, there were storms, people escaped either through arcs under the sea or arcs in the sky. And then that brings about the second world, where we now have devil fruits because of the first world's dreams and wants and wills of a better future that has now created these devil fruits. At least that's my thought here. And the thought is, of course, the huge demon is Imu. And that is Imu's final form. The stealing of the sun, I can see how that can be the mother flame. But what is interesting is the little people who are taking the Earth's core, right? I love that, by the way. The little people who are taking the Earth's core, you can see those same symbols in the second world. And they are around the big demon. And it has to make me wonder what the hell that means. Is it that this big demon is powered by the forbidden sun? Because it seems there's the sun and then there's the forbidden sun. There's two of them. So I don't know what that could mean. My head is about to explode. My head's about to explode. Also, within the chaos there was emptiness.
Howdy do, boys.
The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon. The inconvenient remnants. That has to be poneglyphs, by the way. Inconvenient remnants. Also, the promised day. So they're telling of the future. Right? And we are told that apparently, what was it? The Haley, like, speaks of a day about something that's going to happen in the future. But what's interesting is the fact it says inconvenient remnants. And now we must ask, who wrote the Haley? Because remember, that's also something huge about One Piece, and that's something huge about Oda's whole messaging within One Piece. As Doffy said, sorry, the Harley. As Doffy said, the victors write history. Who wrote this? Or the victors decide what justice is, whatever it is. Who wrote the Haley? Because calling it inconvenient remnants is insane. The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon. You think that's the D-Clan and not the poneglyphs hearing the voice of the D-Clan? Also, the sun god and the sun are two separate things. Of course they are, but I do think that's an important thing to note. But I do not think the sun is literal. I think the sun is fully a metaphor. Because the sun fucking rises every day, right? Like, it can't be literal. Embarrassment of shameful. Promised day and meeting again. That is also similar to Wano. That's what I was fucking thinking. It's similar to Wano. And I'm trying to dig into my brain about what Toki was saying and about we will open the Wano country to the world. And of course, my thought is the reason Wano is not opening to the world yet is because they are waiting for that promised day. They are waiting for the sun to return. The sun has not yet returned, so why would they open Wano? And Imu, right? I don't know. Sea god a bird? Where's the sea god? What am I missing? Oh, are you talking about the person with the wings? I thought that was an angel. Okay. We're not gonna get anywhere. We're not gonna get anywhere. All I know is, guys, we have minimum 10 years left of One Piece. Minimum. I'm telling you. Minimum. We've got 10 years left of One Piece. Maximum, I'm giving him 15 to 20. I'm telling you, there's no fucking way. There's no way. He's just introduced. Oh my god, help me. He's just introduced a like first void century now. There is now a whole fucking chunk of history. There's now a whole world that we have not really heard about until now. So now not only do we have to learn of the second world, we now have to learn of the first world. And of course, who the fuck has come off from the first world? What is the relevance of the first world? There's so much. There is so much. There's no way he's finishing this in like 5 years. That is a lie. He keeps lying. We're only getting glimpses? I disagree. If Oda wants to show it to us, he's showing it to us. You think Frankie's hiding something? That's true. It could be Nika in the center. Also, why was Frankie picked for this? I'm seeing people ask. Well, first of all, the Adam tree, right? This is painted on the Adam tree, and he has a connection to the Adam tree and the wood of the Adam tree. Second of all, he has a connection to Robin and Robin's dreams. Because remember who was there to inspire Robin to keep living through Water 7? Because of Robin's own dreams. Because Robin believed she wasn't allowed to be alive until Frankie said to her, existing is not a crime. Together, Robin and Frankie's dreams kind of combined within Water 7, because Frankie believed his own existence at the time was a crime when he was younger because of what he'd done. And Robin believed it next to him, right? And we have Frankie's dream of sailing around the world, and now we have Robin's dream of, you know, wanting to learn of the world. And now Frankie's standing in front of this huge mural as Robin talks about the Harley. The sun. I just don't think the sun's literal. But I don't think it's I think the sun is freedom. I think taking the sun means taking freedom. You think Frankie could be Pluton? Whoa! A bit ambitious. I don't know. It would be funny if he was hiding something. But how funny would it be if he was hiding something and he moves and we go, what the fuck does that mean? Like, so what if he's hiding something? We probably won't even know. We both crow. It's Luffy's mum. Oh, it's Crocodile. Oh my god. Fuck. Obviously it's Sanji because it's Sanji piece. Everything centers around Sanji, guys, don't you know? Ah yes, it's a swirl. Where are the swirls, Oda? Where are the swirls? But it's Sanji's new backstory. It's his next backstory. It's so true. Anyways, when it comes to Frankie, when it comes to Robin, I believe the reason these two are in this page is because these two were connected throughout Eni's lobby. And we are being reminded of Water 7, and we are being reminded of their dreams. Even Frankie is like, wow, I have to tell Robin about this. He's reminding us this is a connection to Robin. And Robin is quite literally reading out this history as Frankie stares at it. But, the fact that Ripley says this was drawn by a child is what's interesting to me, because is that true? Drawn by children. How do we know that? That's the other thing. Who the fuck drew this? Who drew this? Whoever drew this had to know about the Harley and had to know about First World history. Oda, probably. Fuck you. Oh my god. Get out of my chat. I hate you. Drawn during the Void Century, she said. Did she say that? Yeah. It could be Lily. I don't think it's drawn, no, by a young Joy Boy, because I do believe this depicts events that happened. I think this is drawing history, not future. And the third world, as it talks about the third world, I believe the third world is talking of a dream, as in there's no assurance that this is going to happen. This is just what the world is hoping for. The first world was fucked. The second world got fucked. The third world, they are hoping. They are hoping to meet again. They are hoping to surely meet, whatever that means. It can't be Madame Shirley. Oh, a child like Madame Shirley. I'm not sure if it's about seeing the future, though. Because I think there's seeing for the future and then there's hoping for the future. And we have to remember One Piece is very big on hope. It really believes in hope. So I want to believe that this is not seeing the future, it's hoping for a future. I think it's depicting the chaos that we've seen throughout history. And then the third world is a hope. Wait, the mermaid lady had a fruit? Oh my god, I didn't know that. Oh my god, I'm such a faker. Oh my god, I'm a fake One Piece fan. Did she? Madame Charlie? No. She didn't? Oh, fuck. I am not the fake one. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Anyway, now we know where the ark's from. Both arcs. Now we know where Noah's Ark is from, and now we know where the flying ark is from. They are both from the first world. Because I think tons of people assume they were from the second world, right? Me included. Now we know that is not the case. Now we know the Neptunians were talking about something that far, far, far preceded Joy Boy. Or were holding something that far preceded Joy Boy. Why was Roger laughing when he found out? Now that's what I'm thinking about. Why was he laughing? What did he see? Something valuable, apparently. But something that made him laugh. There's a theory out there that he laughed because it was so, like, grim that he just had to laugh. I just don't agree with that. I don't agree. I think it was something that was childish in nature. And it made them all laugh. Because it wasn't just Roger, the whole crew laughed. Respectfully, this is not a moment of, damn, that's rough. Like, you know what I mean? He said, what a funny story. There were tears in his eyes because he was laughing so hard. They were all laughing. I just do not believe it was anything grim. I believe it was probably a childish hope or something. Joyboy was just fucking funny. Like, it was just funny. He saw a whale going under the red line. No, he saw that whales are not going under the red line and they're trying to bash through it like idiots. That is so funny. Anyways. Not again. It's 2025, it just started and I've already got the fucking One Piece whales. Sorry. Where, by the way, is Foxy in this mural? Who the fuck is flying in on a whale, by the way? The rain? It's a Neptune. Who do you think Zunisha is? Because I think we think Zunisha got turned into an elephant because punishment. They will never meet. Oh, they're talking about Kagara and Nolan. You cracked it. They will surely meet. You cracked it. You cracked it. It's time. Well, all I'm seeing is I can see Lily. I can see Wano Samurai. You can see Joy Boy. You can see Oz. Not Oz, you know,
Howdy
Super
do,
Giant.
boys.
Emmet. Mermaid. Tontatas. Who is that? With the ring around them? I can't tell. Minx. Lunarians. The long arm. There is a... all we know is there is a showing of coming together in the second world. The second world at this point is now no longer the question. Oh my god, it's been 2 hours. We've been talking about this for 2 hours. I was gonna say no 3 eyes is interesting. Anyways, how funny that Oda was like, wrote in Elbaf, yeah. The giants fight over what it means because it's so lost to history. And fucking look at us. Look at us. Oh my god, look at us. How does he do this? First, Doffy successfully gaslights through One Piece, and now this.
Ahmad Mohsin.
Depending on how you look at it, the person with the crown in second could stand on the trunk of elephant that goes up the tree. What? The second? Person with the crown in second. You've lost me. Lightning looks like it's hitting an elephant. Little trunk? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, look. I'll TLDR it. I'll TLDR it. I'll TLDR it because of course we don't know. This is the biggest fucking theory drop. Lore drop. Whatever. I'll TLDR it because I don't know. Here's my TLDR. First world, there was no exact actual monsters or anything. It's just that it was a very, 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 very greedy time of mankind. There was a king who enslaved the world to do their bidding. And they took out the world through overconsumption. They milked the world dry. The core of the earth weakened the earth, and it caused an apocalypse that just took out the world. Volcanoes, tsunamis, storms, and all. Right? The second world came about after the apocalypse of the first world. And there is now a new growing of people, a new forming of kingdoms. And because of the enslavement of the first world, we have Nika that was created in the first world for the hope of the slaves. And we have devil fruits because of the people dreaming of something better, of powers they wish they could have. These devil fruits and Joy Boy, who embodied Nika, pirates were created because of a evil that threatened liberation, freedom. Imu is probably who it is. And they failed. They failed in taking out the evil in question. Imu then tried to hide this history because Imu knew if people knew of the world coming together to try and take them out, they would try it again. It would be encouragement for people to think we can do it again and we can win. However, someone wrote the poneglyphs and left crumbs of the second world to remind people that they existed and to remind people to fight for their hope and their liberation. Enter third world. Roger comes about. Roger is fucking terrifying to Imru because Roger is now a pirate, of course, and Roger has now started the pirate age. Roger knew the history because he had read it, and he knew how important it was to start the pirate age, because if he didn't, there wouldn't be a push to find this history, and there wouldn't be a push to find liberation. And through this push to find liberation, you'll get another coming of Joy Boy, or another coming of Nika, which I believe Roger knew. And that's it. That's the TLDR that I have so now. As for the specifics, I don't know. I don't know about the specifics. Who the fuck knows? But that's my guess. Also, Arta, I like to think the angel escaping the flood represents the angels creating Skypiea, with the cloud crafters like they want an egghead to escape the flood. You think they had... There does seem to have an advanced technology in the first world, doesn't it? Do you think they had Wi-Fi? This is what I mean. The first world seems incredibly industrial. Incredibly industrial. There was obviously very, very good technology in the first world. There'd be robots. There'd be robots on the moon. No, I don't think the angels are Lunarians. But, Arta, if that were true, why is it in the sea? That's what's getting me. Why the ocean? Why is it being represented amongst the flood and not amongst the flying ark? Like what? Like canon to One Piece, you think, Arta? Arta, I want to believe it's similar to our world. I don't know if Oda would put our world in One Piece. I'd laugh if we were canon to One Piece. Can you imagine? Guys, we're in the first world. That's really fucking sad. No, like, I do believe that we are supposed to represent the first world to an extent. I actually do believe that. I don't believe it's us one-to-one. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying. The symbol is that the angel is trying to escape the sea. He's higher elevated than the other creatures. Then why the ship above? I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I'll think about that one. But anyways, point blank, yes, the first world, yes, we are the first world. We are the first world. Oda's not shy. He's not shy. He's so not shy about this shit. This is what I mean when I say he's so in your face. They're creating a super industrial line in Saudi Arabia, so yep. And of course they're creating who knows fucking what, how many factories everywhere all the time. We are definitely part of the first world. I really do believe there is no big bad that took out the first world apart from the person that enslaved everyone. I really do believe it is just we overextended it. We killed it. We just destroyed the world and it was served as a warning and we have now forgotten, right? Or they have now forgotten. We're in the fucking first world, not our problem. We're cooked, guys, basically. We're cooked. What are we fucking supposed to do? It even says here we're never meant to meet. We're not destined to meet. We can't. That's what it means. We'll never meet Luffy. That's what it means. They will never meet. Bitch. Oh my god, if we don't change our ways, we're never gonna meet Luffy. This is so sad. Oh my god, everyone. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Do you want to meet Luffy? Holy fuck. Oh god, if there's a positive side to this, that means our future will be One Piece. I do think there will be a positive side to this. I do think there's going to be a message at the end of we can change. It's never too late to change anything. It's never too late to save anything. I do think that's going to be the message. Because Oda is at the end of the day an optimist. He is, right? If the first world represents our world, and we are probably going to be getting the history of the first world at some point. I believe the first world may end with, it was never too late to change, you know? We can change things. Like, I do think that's what it's gonna be. Because Oda cares about that kind of shit. He's such a fucking cheesy guy. Vegapunk in the Humanity and Science. Yep. Believe in humanity, believe in science. But of course, then Vegapunk was also, but my science got into the wrong hands. The bomb. Oppenheimer. Sorry, I know I'm not talking about Vegapunk, but I'll never forget people saying, how could Vegapunk be so stupid and not realize that what he was making was going to create like a horrible weapon that the world government's going to use? And this was the same exact year that Oppenheimer had come out. The same exact year that Oppenheimer was released. I don't know how Oda fucking does it. Somehow he releases these things at a perfect time. And I was like, you cannot be saying that when Oppenheimer is currently in theaters. Go watch it.
Ahmed Mohsin.
Zunisha was the second world's bird. His crime? His crime? Question mark? I don't know what Zunisha's crime was. Maybe his crime was greed. There seems to be something about humanity and greed here. So it's possible that Zunisha wanted power and that was his crime. You feel related to on a personal level. This is why I keep saying, I'm done talking about this chapter. I'm sorry, my head's gonna blow off. My head is about to fucking pop off of my body if I keep talking about this. Anyways, great chapter. That lore drop totally overshadowed Shamrock, by the way. I just have to say it. I was like going crazy about Shamrock's Cerberus power. I totally forgot. I totally forgot. No break. Fuck. Anyways, what was I saying? This is why when it comes to One Piece, and I keep saying this is a series that is never going to get old. This is a series that is going to age beautifully because Oda doesn't include any actual real world figures. But what he does do is he incorporates real world things that are timeless, right? Hoping for a better future, hoping for family, hoping for friends, wanting a dream, acting on your dream, the enslavement of the world, you know, the pain of the world, that will forever be there, you know? Those are things that will forever exist. And I'm saying, when it comes to One Piece, this is going to be an eternal story, and I know that. I know this. I know that people will be reading this series 50 years later, 100 years later, they will still be reading this story. And it will still be relevant to the day. Like, I know this. Which is one of the reasons why One Piece just is incredible to me. It's just incredible. Because, this is just, like, fantastic writing all around, from the characters to the world to the themes. I love the themes of One Piece especially. This is our Harley, and we fight about it, we do. Oh my god, we'll never know. I hope Oda goes to his grave not answering so many questions, like serious, like One Piece questions. I really hope he goes to his grave going, you'll never know. Who knows? God. Think about it, argue about it. I'd do that if I was an author like him. Let them fight about it. I'll be eternal. I hope you liked it. No, Oda's grave will say, my editors made me do it. It wasn't me. It was the editor. Oh god, my head is so light right now because of all this talking. The 14th editor. It wasn't me. Do I think One Piece will be released as a written story at some point? Yeah. Yeah, a million billion percent. I think it's going to be made in every medium you can possibly imagine. Writing similar. Like, I do believe there's going to be some Western written adaptation of One Piece. Yes. There's already animes being made of like Western things. Like, they're making an anime of Lord of the Rings, are they not? I think it's going to go the opposite way with One Piece, and they're going to make like a novel at some point. A Western novel of One Piece. I really do think so. I left the director's cut in One Piece. Do you not envy the person who has to novelization of One Piece? I'll do it. Oh my god, I'll do it. I envy the person who can do that. I want to do it. We should pay me. I'll do it for you. I won't explain the globe very well, but I promise I'll do a good job otherwise. I promise. Oh my god, I promise. 56 million words. I'm writing an Alabaster script. Do you think 56 million words threatens me? Speaking of, yes, I'm now back to writing the Alabaster script. The Alabaster arc video will probably be out in March because it's going to be long. I've just finished talking about the Red Line to Whiskey Peak because I combine those two because the Twin Capes, that's what it's called, right? Twin Capes is very short and it wasn't worth just its own segment. So I've already finished the Twin Capes to Whiskey Peak segment, and it's about 9k words and 20 pages. And I'm moving on to Little Garden. Sorry, it's gonna be a lot of work. More of me yapping, yes. More of me yapping. But that aside, I'm sorry I couldn't give you answers. I am so sorry I couldn't tell you guys what this all means. I feel like the image of the monkey at the computer and he's going, I don't know. That's what I feel like right now. Bitch, I don't know. I'm excited. What you guys have to remember is I'm very good at talking about the after stuff. I'm very good at talking about the after stuff. You want me to talk about an arc? You want me to talk about a character? I'm fucking phenomenal at that. You want me to talk about what's going to happen? How the fuck am I meant to know? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I'm not the theory crafter. I'm simply the analyzer. The analyzer. But yeah, we're not supposed to know just yet. That's definitely true. Of course that's true. Oda's keeping this from us for a reason. I'm very excited to see what that reason is. Dude, I mean, we still have to know about God Valley. And Shanks! Why the fuck did Shanks go back to the Holy Land? Oh my god! I love that he still can't beat the right allegations. Oda said no. Oh. You thought that was done? Keep talking about it. You keep talking about it. Damn it, Shanks. Fred, you made me spit. Oh my god. Fred, stop it. Alright. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say. I'm sorry. I've kept you guys here for about 2.5 hours. I have a review to write, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of people are going, because the review is going to be going over 11:37 and 11:38. A lot of people are saying the review is going to be really long. It's going to be really, really long. I don't think it's going to be that long because I don't want to ramble and ramble and ramble in my review about what could the mural mean. It's probably just going to be, for now, we see depictions of images that we can assume means something important, but we don't know yet. And I'll probably direct them to the stream and say, if you want to hear me rambling about what this could mean, go to the stream. For now, we don't know. For now, we don't know. And for now, this is the first instance we have seen and heard of the first world. Which is crazy. And I cannot believe we now have another essential void century. And I bet Robin's thinking the same. I bet Robin is reading this and going, fuck. There's a first world? Man, I was just reading about the second world. Now I gotta find out about the first one? Damn. Anyway. Fuck, I like the whales. But why are they stupid? Anyways. Thank you, everyone. We're moving on. I'm done. I can't keep talking about this. My head will actually explode. I'm sorry. I keep rambling. I keep ranting. I have to move on. My room is so hot right now that I feel like everything is like... I feel like I'm being put in like a box of madness. and you're all yelling at me from like outside my box. Enough! 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 Let me get in my box. Alright. Yeah, safe. I'm safe in here. I'm safe in here. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop asking me things. I don't know things. But yes, thank you everyone. I really, 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 really appreciate it. This was a very big stream. There were so many of you here today. Arta, thank you so much for dropping by. That was a very, very, very real pleasure. I appreciate you stopping by, even if I sound absolutely stupid and incomprehensible right now, because I don't know what to think of anything. But yes, thank you. I will see you guys next week for the new chapter stream. Oda, for the love of fucking God, go on break after next chapter. I cannot keep up. And I'll probably see you guys before that for editing my chapter review. So thank you. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys when I see you guys. Thank you for the talks. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the subs. I really, really, really am fortunate to be in this position, and thank you for wanting to listen to Crazy Pink Lady. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye.